Hey fans, this is Hayden, and it is the end of another year, 2025. It's the same thing as the last couple of years. More metal albums came out. Let's count them down. Coming in at my number 5 is Ossuary by Scorching Tomb. I hadn't heard of this band before. I really was surprised by the quality of the music. I think this is like a very old school sounding death metal, modernized of course, but it doesn't have a lot of like the borrowings from some other genres like hardcore and progressive metal. The only thing that I could complain about is that the album was only 28 minutes long. Looking forward to hearing more from these guys. Coming in at number 4 on my list is Parabellum from Testament. Testament is one of the all-time great thrash metal bands, and there's no question about it. For me personally, I think they rank even higher than some of the big four members. However, this album, more awesomeness from them. Obviously, Parabellum means before war. There's a lot of societal criticism on all the tension going on, and then there's, this AI sort of replacement stuff happening. So, a lot of metal bands are touching on that lately. Testament put their thoughts on it, and of course it turned out awesome. Coming in at number 3 on my top 5 metal albums of 2025 is The Final Void by Yotuma. This is another band I hadn't really listened to much before this. And this, I would say, is for fans of Dying Fetus, very heavy death metal with heavy breakdowns, tastingly sprinkled throughout. I would say that there's an interesting musical variety here that always wins points in my book. Coming in at number 2 for my top 5 metal albums of 2025 is Parasomnia by Dream Theater. Dream Theater is maybe one of my favorite bands of all time. Parasomnia, it's a return to form, and it is a return of the king on his throne, Mike Portnoy. Dream Theater I love for their musical prowess, their just insane ability, both in writing and performing. I think that Mike adds an element to Dream Theater that was missing for the last few years, which is a push for heavier moments in their songs. And obviously he's not the only one that can write heavy music, but I do feel that he adds something to that. And what he brings to Dream Theater as a whole is just incredible. So it's no surprise that they welcomed them back the way they did, and then they knocked it out of the park with this new album. Finally, at number 1, and this will come as a surprise to nobody who has spoken to me about music within the past year, is New Gods, New Masters by Revocation. Revocation is just on top of their game. Album after album, they are killing it, and this album is no different. It was questionable whether that they were going to be able to top Nether Heaven. I don't know if they topped it, but they at least made something equal to it with this album. And I'll say that I really love Revocation for some of the same reasons that I love Dream Theater, even though they're quite different. Obviously, they share some of the progressive elements of what they're doing, but it's just the songwriting and the musicality of it. It is so well done, and the talent behind what they are playing is just incredible to me. So let me know what I left off of this list, if you agree, if you disagree, and have a happy new year.